would you like to improve your sex life? Manage your stress better, you will have a better libido. Right? Usually right on that point, everybody goes, okay, tell me more. I'm paying attention now, right? But really, it's managing stress is about quality of relationships. And what kind of relationships are you having? If you're engaged with your kids, with your parents, with grandparents, with your soccer buddies, or it doesn't matter, your workplace, it just doesn't matter. The more you understand you and what you need, the more you can show up and be on your A game, the better. And if you're not managing your stress, using strategies that are going to work for you, you're not showing up on your A game. And I like playing with people that like playing in an A game. Now, my A game is going to look different than yours, all right? Or at least I hope it does. So it's creating that environment of people that when I'm with them, we're fully engaged, we're on deck, we're allowing each other to have the space to take ourselves out of the game when we need to, sit on the sidelines, if you will, recover a little bit, take what we need to rejuvenate, and then come back in and full on deck play. So managing stress for me has always been a tool to show up and do a better job. And the more present I can be, and the more I know how to take care of myself, for my own self-care is not selfish, is what you'll hear me say a lot, and no is a perfectly good answer, okay? Because we get overwhelmed with all of the things that we think we're supposed to be doing and our responsibility levels, but it's about managing stress means that there has to be balance. There has to be a yin and yang, if you want to do it in those terms, give and take. There's up, down, black, white, top, bottom. There's opposites for a reason, and it's the two sides to the coin. Work hard, play hard, you bet. Relax, rejuvenate, that's the other side of the coin. And it's finding that individual unique flow between those two. Because people will say to me, especially with being an entrepreneur and running companies, they'll say, oh yeah, but you work really long hours, and you work really hard, and you work flat out at times. And I do. I work really hard. There's times I go hard or go home, hair on fire, Mach 3, fly at her. And then you won't see me for 3 days later. And there's no TV, there's no radio, there's no music, there's no nothing, because I'm just done. But I know me, and I know my style, and I know how I run things. That works for me periodically. It's not something I can maintain long term, because I burn myself out. And then I'm done for like 3 months, 6 months, and that's really not cost effective for business. So it's finding that, what do I need to recharge? So if I've just done a really big engagement, I have nothing booked for the next 2 days because I've given it everything I've got. Like my energy's out there. I need to rejuvenate. I need to replenish. And in my world, that means I'm out in the hills somewhere. I'm sitting in my backyard listening to birds, and it's quiet. I'm not meditating. I'm actively engaged, but I'm rejuvenating. I'm recharging myself. And that's what that's about for me. So it's finding those pieces for anybody and any way that they want to make that work, and then finding it from a place of saying, yeah, managing my stress simply means I can show up with my A game on demand.